As much as I Sujata mentioned a while ago, it should be a daily thing, not only once in a lifetime thing. Alright? So that's why, but here, a lot of us, let's face, contemplate on yourselves. You know what is this, correct? You know how to do it. But the biggest question is, but you don't know why you do it. Why do you need to do it? That's why I asked who of you have their trainer manual guidebook? Only a few, like 6 out of 1,600. Do the math. Alright? So be sure for certain that you need to have all this, because this will really revolutionize the way you grow your business. It compresses your time of success. So that's why in here, if we flip the page, that's why you need to have this page. It's on the very first page of this. This is what brings the intangible side of the business. Because we are campaigners, we are positive influencers to people out in the world full of negative, full of negatrons, full of mega stars. Right? Sometimes they suck all the soul out of us. True? This is the tangible that defines and clearly constructs on your self-belief. So that's why here's the top 10 reasons to win. Why do you need to do the business? What's your mission and vision to this? Even though you accomplish your milestones, it doesn't stop on that milestone because you have a bigger vision. Our campaign is bigger than our lives. That's why Coach made it that far with all the entire WFG, because he has a solid mission and vision. And of course, what's your action plan going in there? And the affirmations. I love this. As I told you earlier, we should be the constant positive doers to the people, right? To the world. But sometimes we run out of that. Where can you recharge that one? It starts with you and yourself by at least reminding yourself every day, who are you really made of? Right? So that's why that one in terms of that is, it helps you build that focus despite of all the changes, as I've said. And of course, this page in here will have, because that page myself, I did not finish it in just one day. It took me really some time to contemplate on that. It cannot be done in just one day, because you really need to ask yourself, be real with yourself in doing this. Because at the end of the day, what I found out, you need to have a beginning with the end in mind mentality. What do I mean by that? A while ago this morning, as I was buying the GX pins, we ran out of GX1 pins and GX2. But GX3 and above, there's a lot. So this is what separates you from them. See, for those of you, right, who bought all of those GX1, GX2, do you really have that beginning with the end in mind mentality? What do I mean? So you just bought that GX1 and GX2, and then your team will be, or you yourself or your team will be hitting those GX1, GX2, but what if they hit GX3, 4, 6, 12? Where will you get the pens? So I told Woody, you know what? These pins are here because it's only for the people that really do begin the business. That's why they get all those pins. Not only those 1 and 2s, but majority are in the higher GX6, 8, 12, right, pins? Because they have the beginning in mind. They have the beginning with the end in mind mentality. It doesn't stop at GX1. It doesn't stop at GX2. It stops at GX12 by June or our July convention. That's it. That's what my end in mind. Then I need to hit the GX12. Last year, yes, I made it to the GX12. Last 2023, yes. But this time in my mind, I need to hit the GX12 before our G24 convention. That should be the end in mind in terms, because now the mentality, the focus is all about GX. That's what is in my mind. And just imagine me, myself with that, now giving positive vibes to those teams, to my mentors as well, and to the community that, hey, we all can do it GX12. Who knows? I will request Coach, what if Coach, we exited GX12 in a year? So that's where having the end in mind means, right? So that's why in here, speaking of that, on that next page is the easy start bubble chart. I'll be discussing more on that bubble chart. But guess what? Here in the Easy Start bubble chart, this is where your visualization of doing the process. If you are not fond of reading, at least we've got the visuals for you to be more easier for you to understand and right away get started with the GX program. So that's why this Easy Start bubble chart, just go over it. It's a mandatory thing, no skipping. So if I can have the Elmo here, please. So that's why it's easy to duplicate because it's so easy to understand. So if you see here, okay. All right. So easy start. So it begins with of course, the pre-licensing. Where are your team's pre-licensing? It's on this page. You've got the licensing checklist. Are they enrolled in Oliver's, EML in ethics? Have they done their back check and so forth? You've got the complete list on them to get their license done. Once that one is done, of course, because of course this is the thing, they need to get their license fast for them to earn money right away, right? And next, meet the influential person to influence them for their success or for their failure. It's important to do that. And the trainer guidebook, which I'm doing right now. Next, that they need to do GX1 to jumpstart. That's why we have here our recruit to 100. These are my personals from last year, right? So that's why it just keeps on growing with this. And then next in here is, of course, their personal financial strategy. This is where they need to begin to understand on applying what they've learned so they can go out in the field and become a problem solver too to other people. And this is where it gets checked. What's your weekly calendar? Right? What's your weekly calendar? Is it empty? Half full? Or nothing? Wonder why, right? So that's why the thing in here is we keep on giving assignments, but you know what the number one crucial mistake almost everybody makes? I guarantee that. You don't know how to follow up if the assignment is correct or wrong. True? It's a reflection time, guys. This is not a comedy bar, but a reflection time. Okay? So yeah, it's true. So that's why, going back to my slides here, so that's why, now with all of these recruits that I have, now this is the crucial part. Don't ever leave them where you found them. I heard that from someone told that. It's certainly true. You just don't recruit them because you want to hit your goals or you want to promotion driven or you want to get recognized. No, this is a business at the end of the day that you need to grow on yours, right? Take that ownership. But guess what, guys? In our campaign, don't recruit them if you don't have the plan to show them or to campaign to them or make them successful too. All right. So now the problem here is how would I ever get to make sure that they jumpstart right away? By having the trainer guidebook and having the startup kit. Now this is the continuation. That's why I'm telling you guys that you know what, this startup kit is a continuation from the trainer guidebook. All right, and I don't want to go over that. So going back, but last part in here is, of course, these people here that I prospected. We've got the next page in here. So if I could have my slides, please. So from that Easy Start bubble chart, okay, next is the prospecting bubble chart. So the Easy Start bubble chart, don't get confused. It's mandatory for you to finish and checklist all of that training. And once those trainees have those sharing lists, which by the way, all right, I forgot that one. So because through that startup kit, all right, can I get my elbow please back again? Through that startup kit, that's where it continues to have their sharing list. All right. So yeah, Elmo, please. So you can see that I didn't know that it was a crucial mistake to me as well from the beginning of my career. That you know what, when you get coded, the first thing in mind that they say to you, okay, go out there, go to the Tim Hortons, go to the Starbucks, make sure that you only own the place and then campaign and then tell them this and that. But to us in here, we only remember people that's on top of our head. That's why it ends up Pag may 8-year career year, I thought, oh, I already exhausted my my contacts through my families, to my friends, relatives, workmates, and whatnot. But when I sat down with my trainer Gandhi, guess what? I was so shocked. Right? See this one here. There's a lot of people here. I just went through all this, right? From who's my landlord before, who is that credit union who keeps calling on my phone. I call her, they're back. I'm the one bugging them now, right? Health spa, right? Who's my table tennis? Do you play table tennis? But anyway, any sports? See, it says it here. Who are you climbing in the mountains, right? Next, who's the printer guy that you just printed your papers? Next one in here. See this one? Even your exes. So spouses, when your other spouse is talking to their ex, it's your business, but please don't bring the monkey. And telling you to your spouses, hey, I'm just following the memory jargon. No, you have a reason. Just kidding. Alright, so guess what? Going back, I was so shocked. I thought I exhausted all, but guess what my sharing is? I was able to fill that page at the next part, alright? This is just 99. I've got more on my other pages now in here that I never knew that I got a lot. Remember, at the end of the day, it reminded me, who doesn't need money here? If everybody needs money, everybody needs us. Agree? Yes. So, now here's the thing. From sharing this, how would you now go to the next one? Is through this prospecting bubble chart. Okay, so 8 ways. You don't need to do everything, but if one fails, you can go to the next. Out of 8 ways, it's like 8 chances of winning to prospect them for you to get, for them to get invited. That's the goal with them. So I would show you. So if you can bring back my slides. All right. So prospecting in here. So you can use these tools that we've got for you: the Saving Your Future book and the workbook. Are you using your brochures and flyers? How about that survey card? How about inviting them to the home BPM or workshops? Right? And of course, asking for referrals and whatnot. So here's the thing. Prospecting through trust and relationship building, what I mean by that is, for you to be able to invite them to listen to you, you need to prove it first to yourself, to them, that they need to like you first. If you are unlikable, I don't want to say, I don't want to offend anyone. You know yourself, okay? Judge yourself, right? So learn first for the people that you're prospecting to like them, for them to like you. Because if they started to like you, they start to listen to you. Correct? So look at this. First, I used the drop by stop by. I have this Myra, so I went to Philippines. I met her mom. It looks like her mom liked me, so I sent that picture to her. She started liking me too. So when I went back home, I dropped by stop by with her, right? Do a chit chat, and then got curious with what we're doing in here. Got that appointment on the campaign intro and got coded. Next one in here, we have through the Saving Your Future book, right? We have here Marlon, all right? He texted me. For some reason, I'm just so lucky he texted me. I texted him back, hey, how are you? You know what? I'm good, but before I start asking how are you, I'm just around the area. Can I drop by? I dropped by to them, dropped by with that box, right, with that, and they got curious. The next day, when they got a booked appointment, coded with the house and with our wife and husband. Next one in here, we have the brochures and the flyers. I went to the US. I have this with my bag. Guess what? It's just what happened, my friend. We went out. He invited me when I was in California. Guess what? He's asking me how I'm doing. I'm doing this. Got this. Got curious. Set an appointment. Got coded. Right? Next, survey card. So this survey card, guys, right? I have here Janet. One of the events when I was in Calgary, she marked here, yes, yes, yes to all. Many yeses meaning many opportunities. It means more yes, more problems. I'm just there to do a storytelling about solving the problem. Who doesn't want to listen? But guess what? He got coded, she got coded. Right? Next one in here is inviting them. This is the best way because of the environment that we bring to them, the positive environment. Right? Bring them to the office, or if not, you go to their home. Do their home BPM. Like this one for Richard, we went to their home BPM, all right? We did a home BPM to their house. Guess what? Multiple coded on that location. Next, ask for referrals. We have here Mike from British Columbia. So we have this close friend, we campaign to them, it's not at the right time, but you know what? I established that, that good relationship regardless, because of the good service that we did to that. She referred us to this guy, Mike. And now Mike got curious on what we do. Guess what? He's the one who wants, hey, you know what, Jeff and Woody, I want to join. Now he's here, licensed. Her friend who referred her got curious. Guess what? She got voted too. She doesn't want to left behind. You got left behind. See, it works. And next one in here is meetings and events. So this is a home party. My friend there told me, hey Jeff, you know what? We are having a blackjack session, right? Or the tongits, or in Filipino. Do you know how to play? Even I don't know how to play. I just said yes. Do you have $1 million with you to bet? Yes, I do have. Even though I'm only 750, but guess what? I'll hit the 1 million this year. Alright? But guess what? That movie said along the way, I don't know. During that conversation, money problem arises. Well, what can I do but to share my solution to them, right? To their problems. Guess what? Home party turned into a party AMA parties. Right? Next one in here is, of course, Juby, right? She invited me one of her anniversaries. Again, just a chit chat with them, and she got curious what we're doing. Guess what? To the curiosity, right? I made her curious. Booked an appointment with her. Got coded. So see, this has been proven many times, right? So you've got 8 chances, but are you doing it? Are you following it up? Right? So that's why in short in here, guys, all these campaigners, how do you start exploding them as well? By learning how to read your bubble chart, right? Bubble chart in terms of, this is my personal as of January 2024. But how can I make sure that these people here do their GX or explode their team as well and become successful, right? That's why repeat that trainer guidebook process. And you can just do a lot of things in bubble chart. Why not bubble chart the one? Where are they in the licensing? Out of all those people who are currently licensing in the provincial, out of those people who are currently enrolled to the HLQP, so you know you're doing your job, and they will not blame you that, you know what, you're not supporting them or whatnot. And of course, you talk about bubble chart as well, your registration, just like now. I hope you guys was able to register a lot because they're missing a one-time big event life changer. Agree? Right? And of course, lastly here is bubble chart on GX. This is what I will be concentrating right now. Find I have a bubble chart with me with the GX, and those GX, within the GX, find those people as well. Alright, so that's why at the end of the day, a builder's ignition starter, it starts with the trainer guidebook, which provides the focus. And with the GX program, that defines your discipline. And of course, in here, through the GX bubble chart, through commitment and consistency, guess what? Who would want to have this kind? And this, I'm just so excited because this is just last year. I'm excited this year because what Coach launching right now with the 2 sessions, I cannot imagine this exploding to more. How do you wish how you can turn that this or many in your team? Do the GX program. Use the tools. So with that said, I'd love to invite here these people, all right, to share with their perspective.